What's up, YouTube? It's the Hood Trucker Show, and I'm the Hood Trucker. Today, hey Kwame, I'm gonna hold you accountable, homie. Somebody need to do it. Apparently, other people scared to do it. That's fine. I'll take it on, no problem, right? But first, let me say one thing. I watched the video, and I'm gonna agree with him on one thing. I'm gonna agree with him that no violence should be coming out of this. Nobody should be getting their feathers so ruffled they want to go take out violence or do anything to the other person. Listen, you can say whatever you want to say to me or about me or whatever. I could care less because I don't really value that opinion that much. So, I'm not. You haven't said anything to provoke me to really do anything to you. So, listen, I agree with you with that. I don't see a need to take this any further, right? As far as any violence or anything. So I do agree with you on that. But pretty much everything else I don't agree. One of the things that I don't agree with is how you disrespect certain people. And I made another list. And the first people on that list is black people. You basically disrespected yourself, right? When you made the statement, I knew you wasn't black because you work hard. You not only dissed black people, all of us, because black people comes in all shapes and sizes, right? And colors, right? Some are lighter than others, some are darker than others, right? And you have a tendency to focus on color, right? And when Caucasians focus on color, we call that the word I'm thinking of starts with an R, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Why are you so focused on color? Right? You said I knew you wasn't black because you work hard. You disrespected yourself when you said that. Aren't you not black? I'm black, half black, right? You want to say whatever you want to say about that? I'm biracial. Say whatever you want to say. You disrespected yourself. You know what that's called? That's called self-hate. So you're going to call me like, everybody, all your minions and all your sycophants and your groupies want to say he's a hater. He's doing to build a platform. But I'm holding you accountable, homie. Now look, before I go on, if you hadn't noticed, I got the same shirt on. You know why? Because I worked all night. Does that mean I'm not black? Okay. Second, okay, that's the first people on the list, right? So second people is church people, Christians. You mock speaking in tongues, right? You said that prayer is dumb shit. Because I guess apparently they came over there and started praying and they said you came with all that dumb shit. I'm sure you got black people and church people as your followers. I tend to believe that if you're a Kwame Brown supporter, you have to be a hypocrite. And you have to overlook a lot. Because you're probably a large swath of your subscribers are probably black, and they probably go to church. And you disrespected so far both of them. Oh, and to lump that in, might as well put light-skinned people in there too. Because you talk about DJ Envy, and you specifically plot out the fact that he's light-skinned. And CTG does the same thing. That's crazy. He might be y'all from the same area. I don't know what's going on with that, right? Specifically, I think you target Matt Barnes' kind of skin color in a subliminal type of way when you call him Becky with the good hair, right? Now, in today's video, you said we shouldn't act. We shouldn't. You talked about the violence, but you also said we shouldn't act like our female counterparts. Correct. Our female counterparts talk about hair a lot. Every woman that I had lengthy conversations about getting their hair done. Listen, I go and get haircuts at the barbershop. I can't remember a time where the barbershop's conversation was about hair. it's usually about sports. So I don't know what your fascination with light-skinned people's hair, because you call me a slick-back weasel, or you referring to my hair. I can put gel in it. It kind of be slick sometimes. You referring to my hair? I don't know. You should refer to Matt Barnes' hair. I don't know what's going on with that. Now, this particular person should hit home for you, and the reason why she's and the reason why she's on the list, because you have to be a hypocrite to offend this person. You know how Tommy Sotomayor, he goes over and says disparaging things about your deceased mother. You don't like that, do you? Makes you feel some type of way. So why did you feel it okay to disrespect Breonna Taylor that way? You basically said it was her fault. You said it was her fault. You basically said, in my opinion, you said you referenced the person that she was dating at the time. You said when something to the effect that she chose to date a real nigga, right? And this real nigga is a real nigga because his pants are sagging or something like that. Paraphrase. First of all, that's not what a real nigga is. A real nigga's gonna have your back when you need it. You know, a real nigga gonna not set you up to get robbed. If you need some help, he's gonna ask you, and a real nigga would help you out if he could, right? A real nigga's not gonna try to holler at your girl. That's a real nigga. It has nothing to do with saggy pants. So I don't even know if you know what a real nigga is, but why would you disrespect that Breonna Taylor, right? And you said, you made some statements about her boyfriend. Listen, her boyfriend jumped out of bed and tried to protect the household. I mean, at that particular moment, you got to be in that situation to understand the magnitude of what's going on, right? And you got these outside people looking in, making these comments. He got charged. They dropped the charges, so evidently, it must have considered it self-defense. Yet you took the basic Republican response to that, right? And not only that, you disparaged Breonna Taylor while you talked highly and said possibly that Candace Owens had a WAP. That's incredible. I don't understand that at all. That's incredible. Okay, and then get to the water. Dude, you said you drink Fiji water, and that my water that I drink, Ozarka, out of Texas, is the nastiest water you've ever seen. You didn't say tasted, you said seen. Now, your disdain for me caused you to disrespect Texas water. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. Why you would do that? I have no idea. So I made a list. I made a list of all the people that off the top of my head I could remember that you disrespected. I'm sure there's plenty more that I'm leaving out. But here's the thing. You said something about a project that I might be interested or something like that. Before I would even thinking about considering anything like that. Because you kind of like R-wordish to me, right? So I mean it's kind of hard for me to do a project with somebody that's R-wordish, right? So before I would even act like I wanted to consider anything like that, I would say you need to apologize to the people on this list, homie. Do you stand by the things that you said? Do you stand by that? Or do you feel like you should apologize? And the last thing on the list is TeeSpring. You made a mention to the fact that you may be willing to reconsider, or something to that effect. Something about TeeSpring, and that you met someone in Jacksonville that may be able to help you with your t-shirt stuff. Listen, if you call me every name under the sun and you hate me to no end, and that caused you to look at maybe reconsidering your TeeSpring business, when it's supposed to be we the people and you're dealing with big corporations as opposed to dealing with like local companies or smaller companies that could benefit way more from your business than TeeSpring would, and it would be in the community. You said you didn't know what the ethnicity of the person. They may be a follower. I mean, at some point it really shouldn't matter, right? But it's we the people. But that person's in Jacksonville. But if you sometimes a smaller company might not be able to handle the volume of a Kwame Brown T-shirt sales load. So I took the liberty to consult with one of my homies that's in the area, and they gave me a high recommendation of a T-shirt company out in Atlanta. And if you're interested in this person, I'll give you the information. The information is the name of the company is called the T-Shirt Lady, and the T-Shirt Lady has 5 stars. Good recommendations, right? Her phone number is 404-997-8337. I'm sure she wouldn't mind doing business with you. I mean, it's I'm assuming it's a small company and they're local, and a lot of people like Kwame Brown, and she may be inclined to do business with you. I mean, that's a local company I got a recommendation to, and I might contact her myself for some projects that I want to work on. But I mean, look, you got it in full swing right now. It's another opportunity to give a smaller local company that's not a TeeSpring some shine. The T-Shirt Lady. Probably just Google T-Shirt Lady of Atlanta too and get the number 2 as well. I mean, it's at 5 stars. So I said all that to say this. You don't like me, fine. You want to talk crazy about me, fine. All your minions want to say this or that, and I said this about that, counting shoes and all that. I'm just like this. I'm holding you to account. I'm holding you accountable, holding your feet to the fire. If you say 6,000 shoes, that's a nice number. If you gave the impression that 6,000 shoes were going to be at the event, I never heard multiple events, right? I didn't hear that. You could have very well said I didn't hear that. And if you had multiple events, I didn't see 6,000 people. What you failed to reveal though, or failed to mention, is that I commended you for what you did. I said at least you did something, but you didn't do the 6,000 like you said, right? And here's the thing: I'm a type of person like this. If you're gonna say something, do it. If you ain't gonna do it, don't say it. Why would you come with that arbitrary number, 6,000? Did you mean over the lifetime of you ever doing shoe drives, or did you mean that over the course of the year? Or I mean, you weren't really specific. So if you say 6,000 and you don't show up 6,000, you're just not supposed to say nothing. Just say, hey. You said 6,000, but it's something less than that. I'm not even gonna speculate on how much it was, because y'all gonna say he's counting boxes. I deal with boxes every day. I got probably 2,000 boxes on there right now. Nectarines, they good too. Somebody got, man, they gave me something at the place. Delish. So I think I covered everything I wanted to cover today. Yeah. If you think that, what they say is he's building this channel off of hate, or he's building this channel off of this or that, I guess you're just supposed to just let people just run wild and say whatever they want to say. Don't hold anybody accountable. Like you have Black Lives Matter, right? If I'm not mistaken, they went and spent, one of the founders went out and spent $3 million in a predominantly white community. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of that cash that BLM received, if I'm not mistaken, it came a lot from donations. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they set a $250,000 per year salary for themselves. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. So isn't that a little strange that, you say Black Lives Matter, but you don't move in the black community? So it's been a lot of distrust with black leaders, right? And I don't think enough people hold them accountable. Kwame Brown just happened to be the lucky one that I find that I feel I should hold accountable. So with that, listen, again, I'm not promoting violence at all. I told you my backstory because basically telling you I'm not intimidated, I'm not going nowhere, and we just gonna hold you accountable. And if you don't like it, you can call me every name under the sun. If it will, produce some shine and some business for the young lady in Jacksonville, like you said, or the T-shirt lady in Atlanta. I have no problem with that. Matter of fact, I would love to see you do business with those people instead of TeeSpring. That would be awesome. And, I don't necessarily have to take credit for it, but, you mention it every day, so I don't know. So with that, like, subscribe. I'm so tired, I forgot to put the Cash App thing under there. Matter of fact, let me put it up right now, just real quick. There you go. I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed. And, I had to get this video out real quick, though. So, again, like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, the notification bell, share, all of that. Hit the Cash App, PayPal, links in the description. And with that, I'm about to go to bed. So enjoy the rest of your day. When this video uploads, I'm probably not going to be on it because I'm going to be asleep. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we're going to talk again real soon. Take care.